Today we get to drive this 1966 Chevy Malibu Super Sport Tribute. This car, I'm guessing, was frame off restored. It was done on a rotisserie as well. The floor pans are all painted white, body color. Just when this car was done, it was really done nicely. I'm guessing it was done probably 10 to 15 years ago, kind of judging by a few of the things around on it. Just a fantastic 136 code car, not a real super sport, but it was done beautifully. We do have, I just noticed it now, we have just a little bit of I'm guessing it's maybe an alternator bearing or something like that, just making a little noise, so, or a loose belt or something like that, so we got to get that solved when we get back to the shop. But it's powered by an awesome running 454. It's got headers, like new dual exhaust, power steering, air conditioning does work on it as well, and it does have power brakes. So very nice engine compartment, a lot of nice options. Super Sport hood, you could tell when they did it, was a brand new hood. Just absolutely beautiful underneath. Engine compartment, the fenders were all painted off the car. That all looks excellent there. Inner fenders were all painted black. Just a really nice build. Cowl tag still there, it's factory. Looks like CC on the paint. Trim was 747-A. Hood shuts really nice. As far as our front bumper goes, this whole car I'd classify, when it was done, it was show quality, but I'd classify this as a beautiful turnkey driver quality car, local car show quality car right now. Front bumper looks nice, got nice chrome on it, original grill it looks like, so there's some scratches and stuff like that on the grill, but very presentable for a driver. Got the new SS hood, could be adjusted just a little bit tight in the very front. Other than that, it matches up really nicely to the top of the fenders. Has a really nice gap here on the passenger side. We're gonna have some little paint chips, guys. So there's 3 little chips, 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna be able to point out everything. It's kind of a cloudy day, but the car does have a few paint chips in it. It's got some rock chips behind the rear quarters, stuff like that, but just super, super solid Chevelle. We installed brand new torque thrust wheels. Tires are used, but they're in great shape. No bubbles or blisters on the door, the passenger side. Lower fender's excellent. Our door gap's in great shape. I don't know if you can see it here. There is some little paint checking, and there's some right here, and there's a little bit right in this area right here. You can see it. You can't see it until you get right on top of it. A little more here. So it does have a little bit of paint checking in the car, and it's got some paint chips, but a super solid body and a very straight one at that. Dual exhaust sounds good. Back bumper is very presentable. We do have a little kind of a little scrape ding right there in the back bumper. Tail lights are nice. If we look inside the trunk on our pictures on the website, trunk floor is all speckled. It's got the jack and spare and everything in there. Also, go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. You'll see 25 pictures of the floors, frame, trunk, suspension. Everything's super solid on it, really detailed nicely. Door handles were replaced during restoration. If we look here, there's a reason that there's no blisters on the outside of the door. Everything is super rust-free on this car. Our corners of the doors are perfect. The inside red paint is really nice. I mean, when they did this interior, they did a fantastic job on it. Door panels, armrests, bases were all new. Seats were redone, dash pad, I mean, you name it. It's got the correct Super Sport steering wheel. All the Super Sport stuff applique here on the dash looks nice. Correct console with clock. The paint in the door jambs as well is, like I said, it's laid on very nice and thick. If you look at it, it's got a nice shine in the door jambs and covered well. Headliner's in really good shape, except for it does have a hole way over to the driver's side, way over there. Other than that, the rest of the headliner and visors are excellent. Pull down the visors, there's no holes or nothing like that. It does have a dome light, and that works well. If we look back at the rear sail panels, they fit beautifully. It's got 6x9s in the back. The back seat is perfect. Just in fantastic shape, guys. There again, all the red paint is done very nicely here. Door panels are new, seat covers, carpet. It's really cold out today. The heater's going in here. It feels great. Kick panels are in fantastic shape. They're like brand new as well. All the air conditioning stuff is all there and does work. This car was really done right when it was done. It just got some age on it. As we look up and down the side of the driver's side, just as straight and nice as the passenger. Lower rear quarter, we got just a little bit of road grime on there, but there's no bubbles or blisters, just some little paint chips. Another thing I noticed earlier, I forgot to mention, somebody adjusted this mirror at one time, and we do have some paint chips in behind the mirror. You know, from the side you can't see it, but it is there. So over top of her wheel wells, in front of the wheels, no bubbles or blisters. This is the average spot where the Chevelles are going to have problems. Lower doors, fenders, everything is in fantastic shape. Again, we have just some, there's no scratches here, nothing like that. It's just a little dirt there. We have just a little paint chip right here. Panel's fantastic. Just a really nice interior. I love the white with the red color combination. This thing does have a 12 bolt in it as well, so like I said, everything was really done pretty close to specs for a real super sport on this car. Seat backs are done very nicely. If you're looking for a driver, you don't care if it's a real deal super sport, you want a solid car, I mean, this is definitely a super nice one. It's got the nice super sport steering wheel. Horn works. Wipers work on it. Oil pressure's way up there on the high side. Temperature gauge works. Alternator gauge works, gas gauge works, heater works, air works. It's got a nice sound system. This is all brand new here, this chrome piece here. Radio, it's got the chrome digital radio in it. Clock does not work, guys. Transmission, I believe, if I remember right, it's a Turbo 400 from being underneath of it. Car has just very responsive power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, air works. Glass is nice and clear too. Looks like we might have one little scratch here in the glass right there, but other than that, our glass really looks nice and clear. Car downshifts, kick down works good. Speedometer seems to work well. Shocks feel good. As far as going down the road, guys, I have no hands on the steering wheel. Absolutely tracks perfectly. So, steering is nice and tight. This car was built to drive. I mean, you could just tell this car was done right when it was done 10, 20 years ago. I'm not sure exactly when it was done. Brake stop nice and even. As far as all our dash applique and stuff like that, obviously it's factory air car. I mean, everything's just in great shape. He said this thing runs. It runs hard. Goes down the road nice. It's right up to speed. Speedometer's not bouncing, 60 mile an hour. Punch it right down, goes right up. I don't have a tach in here, so I'm not really sure exactly what we're running for RPM, but it goes down the road 65 mile an hour really nicely. Here's our brakes, absolutely no pull left or right.